Bad Company was born in 1998 and was active till 2005 and then reborn 2013. Tell us about members and generally Bad Company.
Well, Bad Company, it goes back to like Dan Fresh, DJ Fresh and myself and Maldini and D-Bridge. And yeah, we all just connected on a real like deep musical level and saw something magical happening, and we just got in the studio in combinations of us and like wrote music really for us to get off on this sound that we found amazing. It was always like a really powerful self-absorbent type thing for us, and it's a weird thing. Once that rhythm and that tempo gets you, it's really like unbeatable by other music. So we really felt like we could somehow push the boundaries of the world of music, and yeah, in combinations we wrote tracks, and I guess from the like weird energy we were putting into it, people that heard the tracks were getting that energy back out.
Yeah.
And it just all seemed to work very naturally. It wasn't a big promotional thing we were trying to do. Like many people now, they just think they can go on the internet and promote themselves
Yeah.
without any substance. You got to really like be into what you do and love it and like nurture it, and almost seems like the best things come out of things happening themselves.
Yeah, naturally.
And that's basically what happened with us.
Bad Company gained planetary popularity with 2 albums. Tell us about those.
Yeah, I mean the first album, Inside the Machine, was like an accumulation of like 10 tracks that we'd done over like a certain period of time right at the beginning, and we were giving them to DJs and they were just playing them out and getting really good responses from those tracks. Andy C being like one of, but pretty much the main guy that backed us. He like loved the tracks, he used to mix them really well. They were like fitting for his style of DJing, and he played them out and he got like brilliant responses from them. So he was really onto like what we were doing. And yeah, I mean, we used to lock ourselves away, never really expected the big exposure that we got, and we just went in deep, spent loads of nights awake and like really exploring sound and like getting into depths of sampling, and like yeah, it just was a very organic thing that was going on, and the result of which we thought, yeah, let's do an album. And like the album, we chose a few tracks and then we wrote a few tracks for it, and it came together. We listened to the track list, we were happy with it, and suddenly it was like a big deal for everyone. And it went out across the world and did really, really well, and gave us like big recognition in many countries across the globe. So in
the background we are listening to Alone by Fallout. What are the characteristics of very good drum and bass set according to your criteria?
A good drum and bass set is basically connecting with the people. If you can capture them, then they make you feel like playing well, and it's like an organic circle. Again, it's an energy thing. It's an old tribal thing from thousands of years ago. You get to make people feel, and then they give you their energy back, so you're feeling, and you can take them in different directions, and just there's a connection that happens amongst a big group of people and a DJ at that specific moment in a set, and that's really the main part of the whole thing. It's connecting energy in a tribal way.
Yes, the drum and bass has its visibility, but it's not so commercial. Why is that?
Because it's extremely experimental and progressive.
Yeah.
It's not really nice. It's not trying to be nice. It's trying to push boundaries and twist things and change things, and that's always done on an underground format. If you want a sing-along song, fine, yeah, there's people that are making that inside drum and bass, and some of that has actually gone commercial, but the real true experimentation of sound and pushing limits of sound that drum and bass has done, it's going to be on an underground tip because of the sound of it. It's something your grandmother is not going to like.
That's for sure. What's your advice on getting the music on a high quality level? This kind of music, what?
Well, it seems that like people are putting in thousands and thousands of hours of experimenting and pushing what they're doing, and this is it. It's like if you're into it and you're really feeling it, you're going to put the time and effort in to do it. And literally the technology around us has all progressed. Like, it's progressing really quickly. So there's a quality that's going up and up inside the music, and that's down to like people realising what frequencies are going on in the music, what's important, what people listen to on the dance floor, and then having the equipment that's available now to actually make that happen. So it's a sort of combination between people's minds and thinking, all of the past that's happened, and the technology that's around. So that's...
Now let's just illustrate this a little bit, because we have a sample of Bad Company music in the background. I will pop up the volume now. This sounds pretty tribal. Senade. Bega je predstavio tebe, Irfana, kao likovi iz Tripa Marti Mystery. Susreli ste se 2009. godine. Šta još možete reći o toj saradnji vas dvojice?
Pa, ćeš ti malo da čitaš?
Možete.
Pa mislim da smo se susreli čak i prije nekad 2007.
Dobro.
Pukim slučajima, vozili smo... Vidio sam mamka koji vozi skate na ulici, ja sam vozio, nikad ga nisam dotad prije vidio grada, mali grad, i onda ajmo voziti zajedno. I isto ga mi je pokazao svoje trake koje su tad još bile pod imenom Violent Shit. I onda smo, izvinjavam se. I onda smo sjeli i tako ja sam radio, ja sam tad već radio neke vizuale za FM Jam ekipu i zajedno sa njima i sa Baga Soundom. I tad smo nekako rekli, super mi je tvoja muzika, njemu se sviđao moj rad u video produkciji, live video performansu, i onda kao hajmo to raditi zajedno. I nastali smo tako raditi zajedno i 2009. smo mi promijenili ime u Fallout. I nastavili smo zajedno raditi do dan danas i dalje. Nekako to podijeljeno da se radi, a muzičku produkciju i aranžman ja sam više u video produkciji, tako da smo taj sklop. Mada i dalje volim čuti njegov savjet i on moj...
Kao ekipa, tim. Dobro, imamo još malo vremena za ovaj razgovor. Irfane, hoćeš li ti možda onda da pozoveš posjetioce na sutrašnju zabavu u Palmi?
Malo sam se pogubio, zašto ja nisam Irfan.
Ne. Mi ćemo
Sorry.
Nije gledaj ili meni govori ili da šta.
Uglavnom sutra možemo svi zajedno pozvati.
Pozvat ćete posebno, izmiješat će nam se sve. Dobro, okej. Ko će da pozove? Ajde.
Evo, Michael pozovi.
Ajde, let's spice the conversation with invitation in English. Invite, please, Michael. Invite our listeners to tomorrow's evening at Palma, Bad Taste Night.
Yeah, I think everybody should come down to Palma tomorrow, because you're going to get bombarded by crazy sonic frequencies. And if you haven't experienced it yet, I think it's something that you should check out, because it's a special thing that's going to happen.
Okay. Nothing more to add. Dobro. Ok, evo, poštovani slušalci, danas vaši i naši gosti su bili DJ Vegas, Michael Vojčicki, producent drum and bass muzike iz Bad Company UK, Irfan Brkovic i Senad Nurkanović Fallout. Hvala vam na gostovanju.
Hvala vama na pozivu.
Molim. Dakle, dragi slušalci, ako još niste odlučili šta ćete raditi sutra navečer, želimo vam spektakularnu zabavu na Bad Taste Night uz Fallout, Bad Company i Billana u klubu Palma sutra u 22 sata. U međuvremenu ostanite uz program Vesta radija because we are radiating at 91.2 megabeats.